Hey everyone, Crumplecorn here with my third artifact assault commentary. This one's focused on offense, which means it basically consists of running back and forth between your base and the enemy base trying to grab the artifact. My preferred setup for offense is Disguise and Smoke Bomb. Disguise is handy for when you're getting into the base to sneak in, or when you're running away from the base because it removes the indicator over your head. It makes it harder for your pursuers to track you, even though they still have the compass. Smoke Bomb's uses are fairly obvious. You can use it if you're running away to slow your pursuers down. If the pursuers are in the base, you could also just run in, smoke them, grab the artifact and run. So at the moment what I'm doing is I was going for the artifact there, but my teammate went for it as well, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into the base while the pursuers are busy chasing the other guy and hide in this blend group and just wait for either my teammate to bring the artifact back to base or die, and whenever that happens I should just be able to grab the artifact and run. Pretty good tactic to use. It happens naturally in a lot of games, even if you're not coordinating. It's just one person goes for the artifact, gets it, someone else goes for the artifact, finds it isn't there, and they wait for it to appear. And you end up doing this circular thing of just grabbing it again and again and again. So I have the artifact at the moment, and there's nobody after me, but I know that at least two of their people are in my territory because they're chasing the other guy, so I've got to listen out for the whispers and try to avoid them. And there's one up there on the roof up on the top right, so what I'm going to do is duck left here and hop on this chase breaker, and that will get me safely back to base. As I said in the last video, once you drop the artifact, you immediately become a pursuer, so you can turn around and stab the person who is chasing you, although someone else did it for me there. So I immediately head back out and go for the artifact again. My last attack was just a case of running in. The artifact wasn't there, so I waited around, but it was basically a case of running, grab the artifact, run out, plain old free running attack. This time I'm taking a slightly different route. I'm going to come in on the ground. I'm going to go into this blend group where there's two copies of me and pop Disguise, and then just walk in with the blend group. The hope here is to distract the pursuers. This actually works out very well. So it looks like I'm in that blend group as myself, using Blender to create a copy. Obviously I'm actually not, I'm disguised, which means I'm able to run out of the blend group and go get the artifact. You've may notice there was a tripmine there in the middle of the base that I had to avoid. I didn't go for the stun on the pursuer because even though it slows them down, it won't slow any other pursuers in the area down, and I didn't know if the other one that was standing next to my pursuer was another pursuer, so I just said leg it, grab the artifact, get out of there. I hear whispers, so they're obviously managing to keep up with me a bit, so I used chase breaker to get on the roof in order to get back to the base quickly. Two of them are chasing me, so I'm hoping to be able to turn around and stab them once I get back. But actually, there's one who just stole the artifact, so I'm going to chase her down. I've changed one of my perks to Hot Pursuit, which apparently reduces the rate at which the meter decreases, which makes it very much like Silent Hunt in Brotherhood, and it also increases your speed when you're chasing your target, which I think there was a perk for that in Brotherhood as well, though I never used it because I didn't tend to run around that much. But yeah, here's another one of them that's gone for the artifact, so I kill her as well, bonk her on the head and stab her in the chest. Help my dude up and then head off back to their artifact. So offense is quite nice when it works well because it doesn't involve not killing anyone, it involves killing them after they've tried and failed to stop you from stealing their artifact. It's quite a lot of fun. So I'm just bouncing on the rooftops here. I'm going to take another slightly different route in. I think I see a teammate there on my right who's also going in. So I'm going to go down here to the left and try to distract them to see if he can get into the artifact while they're trying to kill me. Unfortunately, it's him they focus on. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try to chuck a smoke bomb in to create a nice safe landing spot for myself, because I'm not sure who down there is a pursuer and who isn't. And it would have worked, but they had that trip mine from earlier on still there, so I jumped straight into that unfortunately and died. Before I went for the artifact that time, I stopped off and killed a couple of people who were trying to steal our artifact. That wasn't just for the satisfaction of killing the people who were chasing me. If I'm near the base, or even on my own end of the map, and I see targets moving and steal the artifact, as I'm doing here, I will usually stop and try to kill them, just to help out the people who are defending. In this game, most of the defenders seem to be staying right on top of the base, which means their compasses aren't synchronized, so I do have an advantage when I'm running to the enemy base that I can see where people coming for our artifact are. So I will stop off and try to kill them, rather than just going straight for the enemy artifact every time. So here's one who's trying to sneak in slowly without disguise. That's not going to work. According to the thing on the top right, there's no more targets in our territory, so now I am actually going to go for the enemy artifact. A good idea when you're running across the rooftops like this is to look into enemy territory to see if there's any pursuers hiding just across the border, waiting to kill you just as you cross, because you don't get any warning that they're there until it's already too late. Yeah, and if you don't see them, that's basically what happens. Because the whispers don't activate until you cross, and I think that time the whispers didn't really activate at all. They can kind of get easy kills on you if you're not paying attention. Another good reason to stick to the rooftops actually until you get close to the enemy base is on the rooftops you'll see them quite clearly if they're waiting for you like that, whereas down on the ground they tend to blend in a bit better. This time our flag carrier is getting chased, so I'm going to hop over here and kill this guy to stop him from catching up. There's another guy above me there, but I'm going to fall down to the ground. So where's he going? Okay, he's running in here. I could go for a slow kill there. He seems to be trying to sneak in. I might be able to walk up behind him and go for a silent or something, but as I said in the last video, I'm really not concerned with high personal score in this mode. I'm just concerned with keeping the bad guys off our flag and getting the enemy flag. This guy was disguised, but he's the only guy walking in that direction, so it was pretty obvious who he was. It looks like they had 3 guys after the artifact. No, all 4 of them came after the artifact. I killed 2, my teammates killed 1, and still somebody got away with the artifact, and they've smoke bombed me, so I'm stuck here for a second. When you're running back to your base with the artifact, you basically got 2 choices on the routes you can take. The first thing you can do is run straight towards your base. The advantage of that is it's the shortest route, obviously, which means it's hard to cut you off. But it might not be the best route for losing any pursuers who are behind you, and there might be people waiting to cut you off who've been there for a while. The other thing you can do, which this guy did, is kind of run off to the side of the map to kind of surprise people and give them more trouble tracking you. The advantage is you might lose your pursuers straight away, but because you are not running in a straight line to your base, they can run in a straight line to your base and cut you off, which is basically what I tried to do there. Even though he had the advantage because he smoke bombed me, I actually got there at the same time, and if it hadn't been for that haystack sucking me in, I actually would have killed him there. So here I'm going to keep running straight a little bit because I've got 2 people behind me, and then only duck left when I know there's a chase breaker there, because otherwise they might be able to cut me off. 2 people chasing me at the moment, so I'm going to turn around now that I've dumped the artifact and see if I can get kills on them when they appear. If they appear, there's one. So duck in there. I couldn't go for the quick kill there for fear of killing an NPC, but with my faster running perk, I'm able to catch up to them easily enough. And it sounds like another one kill got up on the roof there, so that's fine. So there's no more in our territory, so I'm going to go after the artifact again. Looks like I've got 2 teammates who are also after it, so we'll see what they get up to, and I'll adjust what I'm going to do in response to that. Somebody just crossed into our territory there, but I'm not concerned with that. I'm not going to turn around and go back when I've already crossed this much of the map to try and stop an enemy. Teammate moving in down there somewhere, I think. I checked the roof there because if there's an enemy on the roof, it's so easy to run over to places like this where you've got a good viewpoint and stand there waiting for your moment, only to have someone walk up behind you and stab you in the back. Again, I'm going to try this drop smoke jump into the enemy base thing. Again, I get caught by a tripmine. This was actually the first game I tried doing this whole smoke bomb the enemy base before you run into it thing. I think it would work if I stopped choosing such an obvious place to jump in. If I threw the smoke just outside their base and jumped there, I wouldn't get hit by the tripmine. I could grab the artifact and run for it. So I'll obviously have to work on that. Up until this point, all I'd ever done was run in on the ground and drop smoke as I run in, which can work as well, but can also get you killed. So there seems to be a lagged out enemy there on the roof, so I don't want to stay up here for too long in case they get free. My teammate stole the artifact there and got killed, but ran towards me. So what I did was I jumped down and ran away from where I was, and that meant the pursuer wasn't in a good spot to get a quick kill on me. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run off towards the side of the map again, so that they have trouble catching me. You can see from the arrow that my pursuer is trying to cut me off by going left. So what I do there is I run right to the edge of the map, get up on the roof, and that way, even though they got ahead of me, they can't cut me off because they're down on the ground. And I chuck smoke just in case they have to be on the roof behind me, although I don't think they were because they weren't in line of sight. And I make it back. So you've got to try to keep track of where your pursuers are, because if I had actually gone left there and run straight for the base like I did the previous time, they would have gotten an easy kill on me. Killed the pursuer who was after me. Somebody knifed me, but I don't see who. It might have been that person I just killed. Apparently knives do have a brief muting effect, although it never works for me. Game is pretty much done now, so the 3 basic methods you can use to go after the artifact are to run in, grab it and run out using pure free running, try to sneak in and or sneak out, or go there when their artifact is stolen and there's no one around and wait for it to reappear by hiding in a haystack or blink or whatever. And there was forms of all those three in this video. One other nice trick you can do is hang around their base and don't steal the artifact, but instead wait for their guy to come back with your artifact and kill him inches from his base. That's always nice to do, and then you immediately grab the artifact and run for it. I'll be uploading my top scoring artifact assault video shortly that has more examples of offensive play. As for commentaries, this will be the last artifact assault commentary. I'll probably do another 1 or 2 wanted commentaries as the beta comes to a close, but for now, this is it. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.